Hola familia del Costa Rica Country Club. Hoy disfrutaremos del partido Dobles Femenino, 16 años, entre las socias Sofía Frer y Maricruz Ortiz contra la pareja estadounidense en cuartos de final, donde logramos ganar y aseguramos así la medalla de bronce para Costa Rica. Vamos a disfrutarlo.
And the U.S. will be serving first. 2 games to 15, tiebreak if necessary to 11, win by 1. The head referee, Jaime Martel from Mexico.
He is from Chihuahua, Mexico. That is correct.
Chihuahua, Mexico. Great player in his own right on the IRT tour himself.
So 1 serving 0. U.S. is up by 1.
The scoreboard does not reflect that. In fact, they reflect second server.
It's a skip, side out.
So that was first service, so it is a side out, 0-1. One now. The racket held up by Roberts. Players have 10 seconds to get the ball in service after the referee calls a score. Pinch in the right corner.
And Frer
Good rally.
with a dominating pinch shot. Well, I've seen both of these ladies play singles, not doubles. And they're good players.
They're very good players, very strong. Hit that one into the ground, though. Second server. Ortiz serving. Calling a screen serve there. The screen has to be close to the body of the serving player. It has to obstruct the view of the receiving player, and the receiving player has to be in position for that to be a screen. And I think that met the criteria according to referee Martel. Repeating that. Could have been called a avoidable hinder, but Frer moved her shoulder out of the way at the last second. Yeah. 3-1 lead for Costa Rica. Second server. Nice behind the back shot.
Oh, shit. That is a shot. Wow. U.S. player, very careful with this. She had the Costa Rican player right in front of her, dead to rights.
Dangerous shot. Fortunately, nobody was hit.
You know, that's one of the things, Gustavo, that, you know, you got to see these experienced players, you know, very rarely do they get hit. You don't see in the professional circuit players get hit.
They know exactly where the other players are. And they make every effort to not hit them and hold up when necessary. But obviously they do want the point if they feel they should have been awarded it. Again, that's a fairly close serve to the body of Miss Ortiz. The referee calls a screen there. It is second serve. That is what's called a fault serve.
That's a skip. And point number 6 for the Costa Rican ladies. Again, this is the girls 16 and under doubles. Costa Rica versus the U.S.
Second serve. Hear a lot of applause in the background. There must be another great match going on.
Point again. Costa Rica.
Very strong.
So we have a timeout for the U.S. team. And we will take a short break ourselves here on the IRF.
This isn't just a race to the top of a mountain. This is a race to the clouds. This is man and machine versus mountain. A race for the most fearless competitors from all over the world. A race for the marvels of modern engineering. This is a race full of grit, history, and unlike any other on the planet, this is not just a race. This is the Broadmoor Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, brought to you by Gran Turismo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are back in tropical, sunny, beautiful San Jose, Costa Rica. So, Gustavo, the team of the U.S., Canchola and Roberts, take a much-needed timeout. Was it wise?
I think so. I think they didn't take it a moment too soon. I think it's a good point to take it before they get to the midpoint of the game. Smart call by the coach. It is second serve, first service.
They got a great coaching staff, the U.S. Dave Ellis, Charlie Pratt, and also Robbie Collins. Charlie Pratt and Robbie Collins active in the IRT. Point again for Costa Rica. And, of course, Dave Ellis. I call him the Yoda of racquetball.
I've known Dave for many years at these events.
Point number 9 for Costa Rica.
It's always a pleasure to
such wisdom,
catch
such
up
knowledge.
With Dave.
Wisdom and knowledge from one of the coaching's best. That's a skip ceiling shot there by Canchola. 10-1. Costa Rica is on their second server now. The U.S. has his timeouts.
Side out now.
Much needed timeout there for Team USA.
Had the opportunity to chat with Miss Canchola a bit. She speaks very good Spanish. I believe her parents are of Mexican descent, her mother or her father. And of course, English is her first language. She's from the Stockton area, I believe.
From the 209. So a point there from the U.S. They stopped the bleeding. 2 serving 10 now in the IRF scoreboard.
No.
Missed ceiling shot right there by Canchola.
Second serve. Second server, I should say. First serve. That ball hit out of play. That will be a side out. First service, Costa Rica. Let's see if Costa Rica can continue on the path to victory here. Game 1. Wow. Powerful reverse pinch into the left corner, giving Costa Rica a 11-2 lead. Second timeout.
So USA is out of timeouts, and we will take a short break ourselves here on the IRF.
What keeps me going in racquetball is my family, everybody who supports me, and just the feel of a win at the end of a tournament is what keeps me going. That's all I need. Winning is something you just can't explain to somebody unless they've felt it before. You know all the hard work has paid off, and you've tried so hard to get to that point, and you finally do it, and it's amazing. I'm Holly Scott, I play for Gearbox, and you should too.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, live here in sunny, beautiful, and tropical San Jose, Costa Rica, at the IRF 31st Annual World Junior Racquetball Championships. For the IRF, I am Fabio Soto along with Gustavo Farrell. So Gustavo, United States takes their second and final timeout. First time they took a timeout, they were 7-1. Now they're 11-2. Your thoughts?
Well called timeouts. They had to be taken, and that's all they get. Anything they can to slow this Costa Rican scoring machine down.
That's a great serve right there from Frer. Now 12 serving 2 on the IRF scoreboard. I want to thank everybody watching. Please share our feed, share racquetball with the rest of the world.
We want to thank our sponsors, Gearbox, for the balls they've provided. eForce, our racket sponsor. Can't do it without you guys. Thank you. Good shot, good pass down the right side by Roberts. Up 13-2 here. Powerful, powerful swing. That time she skipped it in. Side out, first service, USA. No, ball's down. Second serve, First service, Roberts. Unfortunately, it hit Miss Roberts on the way back. Side out, back to a 13-2 first service. Costa Rican lead. Beautiful shot, wide open. The serve came off the back wall too far. And Roberts capitalized on that. No.
That's a skip shot right there.
Side out again. Team USA hanging on. That's twice they've saved the point.
I thought that was going to be called a screen, but it wasn't. Costa Rica, Miss Frer with authority, putting the ball down.
Nice backhand power by Sofi. You could see that Ms. Ortiz held her hand up, did not want to hit the player in front of her. They are repeating that as a regular hinder.
Wow, behind the back.
Scoring.
That's a point right there for the U.S.
No. USA is creeping back into this. Seems like they've calmed down or playing a little more sure of themselves. They are at second server, though.
That's 3 walls right there, fault. Whoa.
Tough shot against the wall. Again now, serving at 13-4.
Half out. Called by the referee.
Penalty hinder.
I agree with that call.
I think that was a good call, even though both players were there.
That ball was hit out.
First game point serves 4.
So 14 serving 4 in the IRF scoreboard.
No, not to be. Side out. Team USA still in this game. That has been a very, very tough serve for a lot of the shorter players. Obviously, young players are not that tall, but Maricruz was able to return that handily.
That's
Good
a point
call.
right there. It's a good call. Good call by referee Jaime Martel, awarding a point to the U.S. 5 serving 14 now.
They need to give some more room to each other on that left side. They're crowding each other, both players.
It's a skip shot right there. That was a good shot. She thought about it correctly. Poorly executed though. Wow. Canchola had the right idea right there. Didn't execute. And now again, Costa Rica has his first game point. Another game point, rather.
Another game point. That's it.
Wow. Great front court action, great court coverage. And Costa Rica takes game number 1, 15-5. Gustavo, we will take a little bit of a break here on the IRF.
Entonces me parece
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live in beautiful San Jose, Costa Rica. We're at the girls 16 and under doubles between the U.S. and Costa Rica. Costa Rica took game number 1, 15-5. We're about to start game number 2. Costa Rica with the serve. It's a skip shot right there. Point for Costa Rica. I'd like to welcome back in the booth the official voice of the IRF, Mr. Gary Mazarov. Gary, welcome.
Thank you, Fabio. It's a pleasure to be back with you.
So Costa Rica took game 1, 15-5. U.S. is down right now by 1. One of the things that I've seen, Gary, is these both Costa Rican ladies, they're very good at singles. This is the first time I've seen them in doubles, and they play very well. They're communicating well. They're very cohesive.
And it looks like they attack.
So point number 2 for Costa Rica. Wow, great cross-court shot right there by Frer. Now 3 serving 0. So Gary, we've had some exciting matches today. A lot of them going to tiebreaker. A lot of them going to tiebreaker.
Nice shot.
It's a good shot right there.
And the match of the century between Team USA and Team Ireland.
So USA gets on the board. Wow. What a great shot there by Canchola.
They're asking for lines people. So Jaime Martel, our principal ref.
So 2 serving 3.
Not granted.
In between, right down the middle. I think that's a weapon that isn't exploited too much, Gary, by the doubles players.
Splitting the seam.
Exactly. Making them fight each other. What a good serve there. Point number 4 for USA.
So from 0-3 to 4-3. They found something here.
Now 5-3. So USA in a 5-point run now. 5 serving 3. Canchola with that high lob serve. Wallpaper there. She got it, though.
It's quality play here, Fabio.
Wow, what a great rally. Best of the match so far. How will this one end, Gary?
Well, if
There
Ireland,
you go.
if Ireland versus the USA is
There's your answer. Oh, that's a
Any
skip
model-
shot called by
oh,
Jaime
yeah.
Martel.
5-3.
The player's not disagreeing, though. They're not disagreeing.
If Ireland USA is any model, we don't know
What's going to happen?
exactly.
I don't see a fat lady singing, Gary. USA, point number 6.
By the way, Mick Cunningham, the coach of Ireland, is expecting 120 bottles of beer.
Oh, he's going to be knighted when he goes back to Ireland. 6 serving 3. Second serve. See, that serve hit her partner, but she was still in the box. So it's legal.
Fault serve, second serve. High Z lob.
Good serve right there. Chola. Oh. And Ortiz can't put a racket on that one. I think the Costa Ricans are feeling a little pressure there, Gary.
Absolutely.
So 7 serving 3 now.
We've
The
seen
IF scoreboard.
strange things happen here tonight.
Fault serve.
Fascinating. The U.S. team coaching staff similar to what was those that were coaching against Ireland, and they lost the match basically after Ireland started ripping drive serves to the left side. So U.S. is doing the same thing to Costa Rica right here. Nice
Wow.
shot.
Great pass to the right. Wow.
Sophia Frer, her brother Pablo, still yet to play tonight in the 18 doubles, and this could be his last match as a junior.
So 4 serving 7 on the RF scoreboard. What a run and what a hustle. Right there by Roberts. Great hustle. Wow, Roberts again. Splat shot. Side out. The United States playing a lot more impressive than in game 1. Ortiz putting that one away, left corner. Oh, Canchola. Missing, not executing well. It was an easy backhand shot. It's a half out. So again, 4 serving 7.
We saw earlier Ortiz win 2-0 in singles over Katz. This is her second match today.
So 5 serving 7. Point again. Costa Rican is winning this last inning. Short serve.
Great.
There, Costa Rica tying again. 7-7.
Great patience.
Patience. So we have a timeout from the United States. So the first timeout of this game number 2. And we'll take a little short break here on the RF. Take.
It's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best, but I have nothing to prove. I play with no pressure. I'm just enjoying every moment. But when people are cheering for you and stop their whatever they're doing, their jobs, or to go watch you play, I mean that makes you feel good and makes you want to try hard and give a good show for that people. I'm Alvaro Beltran, get your N40 so you can play like me.
We're back, folks. Nazareth, Fabio Soto. Team Costa Rica, girls 16 doubles against Team USA. Costa Rica won the first game 15-5. We have an empate, a tie at 7 in game 2. Troa hitting great high lobs, Fabio.
Wow, what a way to fight it. Point number 8 for the U.S. Swing and a miss there for the U.S. And now Costa Rica recovers the serve. They're only down by 1. 7 serving 8. Costa Rica looking at her camp. It's a point there for Costa Rica. Want to welcome back in the booth, Gustavo Frer. Gustavo.
Thank you.
Down the line shot there by Roberts.
Had a situation to deal with, but all well back here. And when I left, I think Costa Rica had things in hand. It looks like things have changed.
Wow, what a great backhand for the U.S.
Team
And
USA.
definitely the U.S. has been playing a lot different in game number 2 than game number 1. Got to commend them for it.
First service lob.
Conchola. Oh, that ball hit her.
Jammed her. Could not get out of the way. Second server, first serve.
So we talk about always in racquetball about power. We talk about control. But I always like to talk about reflexes. A big part of the game. Having good reflexes and good reaction. Avoidable shot.
Immediate call by the referee. Penalty hinder. Side out. Frer serving. Wow. Powerful. Roberts answers quickly with a drive rollout right down the center of the court.
Wow, Roberts taking control. Listen, she's been
Unanswered.
playing fantastic this second game. I got to commend her for it. She needs to take charge and take control. Lead the team.
It's amazing how one shot or one event can change the momentum of the entire game.
That was a funny bounce right there in the back. Unfortunate for the U.S.
We've asked the great maintenance team here at San Jose Indoor Club. They come in, they do their thing, they're out before you know it. 30 seconds maximum. They've been great.
So 8 serving 8 still, game number 2. Wouldn't it be great to see if the U.S. can take this to the distance?
That's a great get by Maricruz.
Roberts.
Surprised she took that with her backhand instead of Conchola with her forehand.
Wow, pass shot, cross court.
Point.
Wow. Point number 9 for the U.S.
They've elevated their A game.
Point number 10. Again, Roberts taking the lead here. And Costa Rica is taking a timeout. And let's take a short break ourselves here on the IRF. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, after a short little break here.
I think one of the biggest things about Gearbox is just the quality and the reliability of their product. I know that no matter what I do, whatever product I choose, whatever racket I choose, I'm going to like it no matter what. It's something that's very comforting as a player to have a very consistent product in your hand every single practice session, match, after match. It's just really nice to have. My name is Bobby Horn. Don't make a mistake. Get yourself an M40 right now.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, where the U.S. has been taking charge of this match in second game. They're up 10-8. They're on a good run here. Gustavo, what do you think?
Roberts has been playing fantastic on that right side. Unbelievable.
And right there,
she owns that corner.
It has her name written all over it. 11-8.
She could close her eyes and make it to that corner. Nice save. Now set up. Let's see what happens here.
Skip shot from Costa Rica. Point number 12 awarded for the U.S.
Struggled to get back to that ball, was not able to reach it. Surprised she didn't raise her hand up looking for a hinder as she was trying to get to that back wall to find the ball.
It's a good serve.
Nice.
Nice. Double bounce called. And finally, Costa Rica stopping the bleeding.
I think Costa Rica needs to do some thinking here on how they're going to play these last few points. They are continuing to do the same thing over and over again and hitting right into the U.S. team's strength. That time they played the ball in the middle of the court, forcing an unforced error by Miss Roberts.
So finally, Costa Rica getting the right idea. They need to go after Canchola, and they do. 11 serving 12. Costa Rica, 2-point run. Timeout by the United States. Very wise of them to do so.
No more timeouts.
That is their second timeout of the match. It's like take a short break here for a couple commercials. We'll be back.
This isn't just a race to the top of a mountain. This is a race to the clouds. This is man and machine versus mountain. A race for the most fearless competitors from all over the world. A race for the marvels of modern engineering. This is a race full of grit, history, and unlike any other on the planet, this is not just a race. This is the Broadmoor Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, brought to you by Gran Turismo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Exciting game number 2 here. Girls 16 doubles between the United States and Costa Rica for the IRF. I am Fabio Soto here along with Gustavo Farrell. Gustavo, your thoughts on this development?
Well, I'm quite surprised we are where we are right now. The U.S. has a great chance of making this a third game tiebreak match. They have to get the Costa Rican team out here. They've been playing excellent these last 15, 20 minutes. Wow.
Wow. An overhead reverse pinch there by Ms. Ortiz.
Answered by Miss Ortiz.
I don't think you can practice that, Gustavo.
They've taken Costa Rica has now stopped hitting to the forehand of Roberts, who was not missing for several points there. We're still at first server. That hit the light a little bit funny. Nice shot by Canchola. Cracks out on the right side wall. We're all tied up here. 12-12. Costa Rica has one timeout left. The USA does not have any. Called a short serve. Jaime Martel, third binational racquetball champion himself in El Paso, Texas.
Little too much heat there
Right at the feet.
from Ortiz. Can't put a racket on it.
13-12 now.
Wow.
Responds.
Good return of serve there.
Interesting form, but a very effective lob. And unfortunately pushes the ball in and does not make it to the front wall. There it is, side out. Was not a good serve by Roberts. Setting that side out up.
Roberts giving a plum right there.
Nice
Wow.
touch.
What great control. I gotta admit, Ortiz made it look very easy. And now Costa Rica has its first match point.
Great
U.S.
hands.
is out of timeouts.
No timeouts. I would have called that serve short, but who am I to say? And I think Frer was expecting the same thing. You should never stop until told to stop.
Costa Rica wins the match 15-5, 15-12. Girls 16 doubles. So Frer and Ortiz pass to the semifinals tomorrow.
Disfrutaron del partido, ¿verdad? Los invito próximamente a que se acerquen a las canchas del Country Club para que vengan y practiquen este apasionante deporte, disfruten del mismo y se integren a nuestro equipo de racquetball. Pura vida a puro racket.